welcome to this class. Today we're going to work on the pituitary gland. So this is a really good set if you struggle with depression, mood swings, if you overthink a lot. It's a really nice set. It's not too long either as well, and it's quite easy relative to other ones. For this set, for the majority of the postures, you'll be focusing here on the third eye point. So that's just the eyes are focused here. Again, that stimulates the pituitary gland. The majority of the postures as well, the breath is done very slow. So again, when you slow the breath down, again, it stimulates the upper endocrine system. The body starts to release the hormones that leave you feeling calm and peaceful and happy. First posture is the worst one. Get it out of the way nice and quickly. There's a few ways that this can be done. So you will start with your left leg. You're going to come into this position here, so it's like you're about to run a race. Your left foot will be flat. Hands will be beside the mat, beside your foot I should say, on the mat. You can be on the fingertips, knuckles, palms, whatever you work. Your right leg is going to be stretched back as far as you possibly can, like so. So you got a nice stretch here at the front of the hip. Now the back foot, there's a few different options. You can just lift the knee here. Again, with the foot flat, again that's the most difficult one. You can sometimes get a cramp if you're not used to it. You can curl the toes under, lift the back knee up. Or else, if it's too much for you, you can just simply keep the knee on the mat. Or, you can lift it up, and then if it gets too much, lower it down. But you want to keep the hips pushed forward and down, then you just barely lift the back knee up. You're not trying to lift the hips up. And in this position, we're going to start with breathing long and deep. So left foot forward, push the hips forward and down, stretch that, or lift that back knee up off the floor. You're trying to straighten the back leg, it might not straighten fully, just as long as you can lift it up and feel some pressure here. So lift the chin, you're going to focus on your third eye point, and you're going to slow the breath down as much as you can. So it's a long, slow inhale and a long, slow exhale. Keep the chin lifted, keep focusing on the third eye point, and do your best to hold that posture there. Like I say, if you do have problems with your back knee or ankle, anything like that, you can just simply leave the back knee down on the mat. Do your best, and again, the back toes, back foot, if it's having the foot flat is too much for you, tuck the toes under, and then lift the back knee. So we're going to hold this position here. Now we're going to switch the breath. We're going to move to a breath of fire. So take half an inhale in, and begin breath of fire. That's it. Keep pushing the hips forward and down, keep the back knee lifted, concentrate on the breath. So equal inhale, equal exhale. That's it, do your best to keep going. After a while, you're going to feel a little bit of pressure, a bit of tension, a bit of stress in the posture. Try to hold it. And we are almost there, so we are. That's it, just focus on the breath. Do your best to hold the posture, keep the chin lifted. "12 more seconds. Inhale, hold the breath, hold the posture. Exhale, lower the back knee down. From this position, where your left foot was, you're going to extend the left knee. And you're going to sit on the left heel, stretch that right leg back as far as you can. You're then going to bring your forehead onto the ground. Now if you needed to, you could always put a cushion or a pillow there. Your hands will stay either beside the head, if you need to keep there for balance, or else they can come down alongside the body, with the palms up. So whichever position you can come into, relax down into that posture. And here you are going to slow the inhale and exhale down as much as you possibly can. Your eyes are closed, you're focusing on the third eye point. Long, slow inhale and a long, slow exhale. You're also going to use the mantra Sat Nam. So you inhale, silently repeat the word Sat. As you exhale, silently repeat the word Nam. Again, slow the breath down. And do your best to relax into the position. And this will help to release any tension in the hips. Stimulates the pituitary gland, pineal gland. It's very good for your eyes. Again, really slow the breath down. All your attention is on the breath and on the mantra. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. And try to remain in the position. Slow the breath down as best you can. Focus on the third eye point. Inhale Sat, exhale Nam. Hold that position there. Take a deep inhale in. Hold the breath, squeeze the root lock. And exhale. And you can nice and slowly come up out of that position. Again, if you need to give the legs a little shake and stretch, do so. So we are going to do it all again on the other side. So this time it'll be the right foot forward. Again, hands either side of the foot. This left leg, stretch it back as far as you can. Pushing the hips forward and down. And again, the back foot, toes flat or toes tucked under, whichever you can manage. Then when you're ready, you're going to lift the chin and then lift that back knee up. So raise the knee off the floor. You're trying to get it straight like I have it there, but again, even if you're only lifting a little bit, that's fine. You'll still feel some pressure here. So close the eyes, focus on the third eye point, and slow your breath down as much as you can. Long, slow inhale, and a long, slow exhale. Now you're going to hold that posture nice and steady. We're going to switch to the breath of fire. So take half an inhale in, begin breath of fire. So equal inhale, equal exhale, concentrate on the breath. Do your best to hold the posture. Again, try to keep that back knee lifted. If it gets too much for you, lower the back knee down. And you can just leave it there for a few breaths, come back up into the posture. If it's too much for you, simply leave the back knee down, keep pushing the hips forward and down, concentrate on the breath. We're almost there. Hold the posture, concentrate on the breath. Take a deep inhale in, hold the breath, hold the posture, squeeze the root lock. And exhale, lower the back knee down. Again, where the right foot was, you're going to extend the right knee. Sit on the right heel, extend that left leg back, then lie down on top of the right thigh. Again, bring the forehead onto the mat or onto a cushion or a pillow if you need. And then hands can stay either side of the head or they can come down alongside the body, palms up. And then try to relax in this position as best you can. So you're focusing on your third eye point, slowing the inhale and exhale down as best you can. You're going to inhale sat, exhale nam. All your attention is on the breath and the mantra. Keep your eyes focused on the third eye point. And slow the breath down. Long, slow inhale and a long, slow exhale. Keep your attention on the breath and the mantra. We're almost there. Take a deep inhale in, hold the breath, squeeze the root lock. And exhale, and you can nice and gently, nice and slowly come up out of that position. And when you come up, give the legs a little bit of shake if they need it. The next posture that we're going to do will be coming up to standing, and what we'll do is we're going to curl the fingers in, stretch the arms out like so, and we're going to, actually, no, this one, that's the next one. This next one is actually a front bend. That's the one afterwards. So I'm getting ahead of myself. So for this, you're going to stand, feet are about 2 feet apart for this, and all you're going to do is you're going to come into a front bend like so. Now the hands, depending on flexibility, you can hang in the air. You can rest it on the mat, on the floor, or if you want to, you can rest them on the legs here like so. But in this position, you're just going to remain there. You're going to focus on the third eye, slowly inhale and exhale down as best you can. So feet 2 feet apart, take a deep inhale in, exhale, come into a front bend. Again, hands either hang, rest on the mat, or rest on your leg, your foot, wherever you can reach. Keep the legs nice and straight. And there, remain in that position. You're focusing on the third eye. You're slowing the inhale and exhale down as best you can. Again, you're going to use the mantra, Sat Nam. So you're inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Again, if you can slow your breath down to 4 times a minute, so that would be inhaling 7.5 seconds, exhaling 7.5 seconds, you're stimulating the pineal and pituitary gland, which again, they release the hormones into the body that leave you feeling calm, peaceful, and happy. So slow the breath down as best you can. You don't have to count it. Focus on your third eye. Inhale Sat, exhale Nam. Keep your attention on the breath and on the mantra. Keep focusing on the third eye point. Now holding that position, take a deep inhale in, hold the breath, squeeze the root lock. And on the exhale, you can bend your knees and slowly roll yourself back up to standing. And come standing up tall, and you can shake the legs out. This next one, this is where we'll curl the fingertips in, thumbs are stretched up. And you are going to stand about feet hip distance, shoulder distance. Stand tall, hands will come out to the side, so it's one straight line from hand to hand. Then bring hands up to 30 degrees like so. You're going to hold this position as steady as you can. You're going to breathe long and deep again. So stand tall, heart center lifted, chest lifted, chin lifted. Close the eyes, begin to breathe long and deep. So the hands are out to the side, palms are forward, thumbs are stretched up and back away from the other fingers. So focus on your third eye, slowly inhale and exhale down as best you can. You're going to inhale Sat, exhale Nam. All your attention is on your breath and on the mantra. Try to keep your forehead and jaw relaxed. Keep the hands at 30 degrees. Keep the tongue stretched back. Slow the breath down. Keep focusing on your third eye. Inhaling sat, exhaling nam. We're almost there. Try to hold the posture as steady as you can. And we'll take a deep inhale in. Hold the breath, the posture, squeeze the root lock. And exhale and relax your hands all the way down. Give the arms a little shake if they need. For the next one, we'll come back down onto our mat. We're going to do a triangle pose. So that is this position here. So to get into that posture, come onto your hands and knees. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders, fingers spread out nice and wide. Knees underneath the hips or even a little bit back further. Toes tucked under, heels pointed up, and the feet are at hip distance. On the inhale, lift the hips up nice and high, so push the hands into the mat. Lift the hips up, push them towards the wall behind you. Then exhale, push the heels towards the floor. Try to get your chest towards your knees so that the ears are in line with the arms. And you do your best to hold this. So if you look back at your feet, they should be hip distance. If your heels are touching the mat, move your feet back a little more. Try to hold this posture as steady as you possibly can. Nice, long, strong arms, pushing the upper body away from the mat. You're pushing your heels towards the floor, the backs and the knees to the wall behind you. Try to get the chest towards the feet. This will stretch the shoulders. And just breathe long and deep here. So again, you're focusing on your third eye point, slowing the inhale and exhale down as best you can. You're inhaling sat, exhaling nam. Again, trying your best to hold the posture. If it does get too much for you, you simply drop your knees back down onto the mat, take a few breaths, come back up whenever you can. Just keep your attention on your breath. Long, slow inhale, long, slow exhale. Inhaling sat, exhaling nam. Keep focusing on the third eye point. So we're almost there. So just 10 more seconds. Take a deep inhale in, hold the breath, hold the posture, squeeze the root lock. Exhale, bring your knees back down onto the mat. You're going to sit back on your heels, big toes touching, knees out wide, drop the forehead onto the ground, and just relax there in child's pose, breathing long and deep. Just keep your attention on your breath. Take a deep inhale in and exhale. For the next posture, we're going to come down on our bellies and we're going to do a cobra pose, but I'll show you the easy version, and then if you want to, you can move up a little more. Just be very mindful of your lower back with this one. So we'll start in this position here. So your feet are hip distance, tops of the feet are flat. Your elbows are right underneath your shoulders and are close into the body, so they're not out. And palms are flat, fingers forward. Here, I'm sliding my shoulder blades down my back, so keeping the shoulders away from the ears. I'm going to press the tops of the feet into the mat, and this just engages the legs, lifts the kneecaps slightly up off the floor. They might not be lifted up, but they're not relaxed. And here then, I'm going to press the weight into the elbows, lifting the chest and I'm lifting the chin. I'm going to hold this position here. If you find this very easy and you're used to doing yoga, you can always press the weight into the hands, lifting the elbows up. But if you do that, don't lift up the shoulders. Then you can hold that posture there. But again, coming onto your elbows might be enough. Just again, be aware of your own body, especially your lower back. In this position, what you're going to do is you're going to inhale as you turn the head to the left, exhale as you go to the right. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Nice and gentle, nice and slowly with the breath. So, in the position, when you're ready, press the tops of the feet in, press the weight into the elbows, lift the chest, lift the chin as best you can. Then hold that position, begin turning the head. Inhale to your left, exhale to your right. Inhale left, exhale right. The eyes are gently closed, you're focusing on your third eye. And again, you're using the mantra Sat Nam. So inhale Sat, exhale Nam. And just repeating that silently as you move with the breath. Again, keep pressing the weight into the tops of the feet. Keep pressing the elbows down, lifting the chest. Your attention is on the movement, it's on the breath, on the mantra. You're focusing on the third eye. That's it. Do your best to keep going. Keep focusing on the third eye. Keep your awareness on the breath and the mantra. So we're almost there. Come back to the center, take a deep inhale in. Hold that position, exhale all the air out. Then hold the breath out, squeeze the root lock. Remain where you are, inhale. Again, exhale all the air out. Hold the breath out, squeeze the root lock. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Hold the breath out, squeeze the root lock. And inhale. Exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Rest the chin down. Or you can turn the head to one side. Just relax there on your belly. Breathe long and deep. Again, on the inhale, feel the breath go all the way down to your lower back. Breathe into anywhere you might feel any tension or tightness. And as you exhale, feel it release. Just continue with that breath and breathe all the way down to your lower back. With each exhale, feel any tightness or tension release. Take a deep inhale in and exhale. So just be very careful, just mindfully push yourself back up to sitting so that you come onto your heels for this next one. So this next one, you will sit on your heels and the movement is on the inhale, I lift the hips up, I bring the hands into the shape of a V like this, palms are facing up and my head drops back. So inhale here, exhale, I sit back down on the heels, hands and forehead touch the ground. So I'm inhaling up and I'm exhaling down. You just continue with that movement as best you can. So when you're ready, come sitting on the heels. On the inhale, lift the hips up, lift the chest, bring the hands into the shape of a V, drop the head back. Exhale, sit back down on your heels, hands and forehead touch the ground. And inhale, back up again, lift the hips up, drop the head back. Exhale, sit back down on your heels, hands and forehead touch the ground. So continue with this, breathing through your nose. Your eyes are closed, you're focusing on the third eye point. Again, after you get into the rhythm of it, you can pick up the pace a little bit. And you can inhale Sat, exhale Nam. Keep focusing on the third eye. Every time you inhale and come up, lift the chest, drop the head back. Exhale, sit back down on your heels, hands and forehead touch the ground. So just keep going. Keep focusing on the third eye. We're almost there. And on your next inhale, come up tall, hold the posture, hold the breath, squeeze the root lock. And exhale and relax all the way back down. One more posture to do, and for this we will stay sitting in rock pose around the heels. The hands, you're going to interlock them in Venus lock. So that's interlocking the fingers like that. That's going to be done behind your back, like so. Then what you're going to do then is you're going to, again, you can separate the knees a little bit. You're going to bring your forehead onto the ground, and you're going to stretch the arms up. The palms are facing in towards your back. You're going to do your best to hold that position, breathing long and deep. Now, flexibility-wise, some people even just interlacing the fingers and stretching them a little bit, that's as far as you get. That's fine. You just do your best. As long as you can feel a stretch in the arms, you're good. So when you're ready, bring your forehead, interlace the fingers behind the back, bring your forehead onto the ground, and again, you can put a cushion or a block or a pillow there if you needed to. Stretch the hands up as best you can, and remain in that position there, breathing long and deep. So you want to focus on your third eye point. You're slowing the inhale and exhale down as much as you can. You're inhaling sat and you're exhaling now. And the whole time you're stretching the arms up as best you can. So again, this will help get rid of an awful lot of tension that's held behind the shoulder blades and in the shoulders. It opens up the lungs. Some people find this the most challenging posture of this set. You do your best. Try to hold it for as long as you possibly can. If it gets too much for you, simply relax the hands down, take a few breaths, stretch them back up whenever you can. But keep focusing on the third eye point. Slow the breath down. Inhaling sat, exhaling now. So we're almost there. Do your best to hold the posture. Hold it through any pressure, any tension. Just 15 more seconds left. Hold that position. Take a deep inhale in. Hold your breath in. Squeeze the root lock. And exhale. And lower the hands all the way down. And well done. You can come back up to sitting. So next is the relaxation. So lay down on your back. Throw a blanket over if you want. And just relax there. So for the relaxation, you just want to lie on your back, arms are by the side. It's a nice soft relaxed breath. You can breathe through your nose or your mouth, whichever is more relaxing, and just let the breath fall naturally.
And begin to take a few long, deep breaths. Stretch your arms out overhead, stretching up through the hands, down through the toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Just gently rock back and forth or from side to side, just to get energy moving along your spine again. And then whenever you're ready, you can either push yourself up to sitting or rock yourself up, and then get yourselves nice and comfortable for a little meditation.